Yesterday we went over proportional relationships, and today we're going to go over what? Non-proportional. So everything that you learned yesterday, today is basically the opposite. Okay, so the biggest thing you need to know is we're still talking about linear stuff. What does linear mean? Line, a straight line. So we're still looking at straight lines when they're graphed, but today they're not going to pass through what? The zero. Very good. Okay, a linear equation is an equation whose solutions are ordered pairs that form a straight line. So, linear non-proportional relationships will have a plus b because proportional does not have a plus b. What is the m? The rate, also known as slope. What is the b? Give me the y-intercept, also known as 1 time phi, also known as starting amount. Okay? So, in a linear non-proportional relationship, it is going to have a plus b because the y-intercept cannot be 0 because that means it would be proportional. So it would pass through the y-axis somewhere besides 0. So let's explain why this table is not proportional. Based off what we learned yesterday, what do you see right away? It's not passing through 0, 0. It is passing through 0. Because it is passing through 0, 3, that means the y-intercept, it's touching the y-axis at 3, and therefore this table is not proportional. The other reason, when I divide y divided by x, am I going to get a constant? No. So everybody look. 7 divided by 2. 7 divided by 2 is 3.5. 11 divided by 4 is 2.75. Is there a constant? So there's two reasons. It does not include 0, 0. So no 0, 0 is the first reason it is not proportional. The other reason is that when I divide y divided by x, I did not get a constant. I did not get a constant. Okay, look at the graph. Why is this graph not proportional? It did not. I only heard one person. Why is this not proportional? It did not pass through 0, 0. Now, on the next part, this is super, super easy. They're going to give you an equation. So here's your equation. Is this proportional? Is this equation proportional? Why not? Because it's plus 5. There's a plus b. Now, it wants you to fill out the table. So y'all want to see your calculator is going to do all the work. So grab your calculator. I'm waiting on everybody to get your calculator. You're going to push y equals, and you're going to clear everything out. You are going to type in 2x plus 5. Do you see the graph button? Don't push it. Y'all see it? Right above graph, what does it say in blue? So you're going to hit second graph, and it's going to take you to a table, which I need to reset my calculator because mine's way off. So go to the table, and you are going to find when x is negative 2. So I want you to arrow to when x is negative 2. Did y'all find it? And you're going to fill out what is the y when x is negative 2. 1. And you're going to write that right here. Then you're going to find when x is negative 1, what is y? 3. Does everybody understand what I'm doing? When x is 0, what is y? 5. So you're just arrowing until you find the x values they're asking for. And it literally has every integer that exists. You would have to just keep scrolling forever. All right, when x is 1, what is y? 7. When x is 2, what is y? 9. And that's it. Now let's do this one. Where am I going to go again? Not alpha y. Go to y equals. So go back to your y equals button. I'm waiting on everybody. Everybody push y equals. I'm going to clear this out, and I am going to type in this equation. So type in alpha y equals 3/8 x. Remember that you have to arrow out before you put in the x. Minus 5. Did everybody get there? Now what do I hit? Second graph or second table, whatever you want to say. And I'm looking for when x is negative 8. So you're going to have to arrow until you get to when x is negative 8. Did y'all find it? When x is negative 8, what is y? Negative 8. You can scroll all the way to negative whatever. Now I'm scrolling to when x is 0. So you got to go back, push your down button to get back to 0. When x is 0, what is y? Negative 5. Now you're going to keep scrolling until you find positive 8. I don't see everybody doing it. When x is positive 8, what is y? Negative 2. Now I'm going to scroll till it's 16, and you can hold the button down and it'll go fast. When x is 16, what is y? 1. And last, when x is 24, y is 4. You are going to be doing this on your own, so if you have any questions, ask them now.
I have a question. So,
hold on.
So after we put it in, will we solve it? Or?
All we're going to do is fill out a table today. What was your question? Same question. Okay, so today you're going to just put in the equation and fill out the table. Could you also make a graph after you filled that out if you wanted to? Yes, but we're not doing that today. Okay, flip to the back. Now, this one is one of the hardest questions I've seen on the STAR test, and honestly, it's not that hard. You are going to make a y equals mx plus b out of these numbers. So everybody write y equals mx plus b. You are going to make a y equals mx plus b out of the words they gave you. So everybody look, which table contains, okay, I'm not looking. Here, right here. Y is, how would I write y is? Y equals, write that down. 4 less than the product of x and 2.5. We've done this before, haven't we? Is it 4 minus, or is it something minus 4? Remember when it had less than, what did we have to do? Switch their spots. 2.5x minus 4. Does that look like an mx plus b? Yes. So guys, the number that gets the x is the one they write with it, like that. And then the other one's going to go either behind or in front, okay? Now, based off of this, can I use my y equals button to see which table is written correctly? All right, so go to y equals. Clear out what is there. Type in 2.5x minus 4. And now where am I going to go? Second graph. Now, I am looking at A, and I'm going to look. When x is 6, what is y? So I'm scrolling to when x is 6. What is y? So can A be the answer? Could B be the answer? Should I check the rest? When x is 11, is y 23.5? When x is 16, is y 36? And when x is 24, is y 56? Yes, so B is the answer. So the biggest part of these questions, the hardest part, was writing the equation. And we've already learned how to do that. Okay, all right, number 4. Now, on this one, I want y'all to pay attention because you're going to have questions just like this. It gave you the equation. Yes or no? You are going to go to your y equals button and put it in. So everybody go do that. Go to y equals. Put in 3x plus 6. Go to the table again. Second graph. I'm going to scroll back to the where 0 is because that's kind of like a baseline. And all I'm going to do is match which one of these graphs has these coordinates graphed on it. That's all I'm going to do. So everybody look, what should it have? When x is 0, y is? So go to A. When x is 0, is there a dot at 6? So it's not A. Let's go to B. When x is 0, go to 6. Is there a dot? Yes. Do I pick that? Or do I check some more? All right, let's check when x is 1. When x is 1, look at my table. Everybody look. What is y? All right, so when x is 1, is it at 9 or is it at 8?
8.
So B is out. Do y'all see how this works? All right, let's look at C. Let's check. When x was 0, was it at 6?
Yes.
All right, when x was 1, does it look like it could be 9 right there? Yes. When x is 2, is it at 12? Yes. So C is my answer. Notice I did not use my graph button. If I push that, that's not really helping me. I need the table to match the coordinates to see which one has them graphed properly. Make sense?
Will this be on my star test?
Yes, this is on your STAR test. And almost all of these questions, you can use your y equals button in the table. Okay? All right, let's look at this last one. And you guys already know how to do this without reading anything. Look at the answer choices and tell me, are there 2 that you could mark off because they're never going to be in that format? B and? What's wrong with them?
They have X.
We don't do that in this class. It's always going to be y equals mx plus b. But yes, it can be written backwards, but it still has to have the y by itself. All right. Benjamin earns $20 each day that he works and is at his uncle's fruit stand plus $15 monthly bonus if he arrives at work every day. How would I write that? Y equals?
Y equals 28.
There you go. So y'all already know how to do that one. So to recap what we've learned, to be non-proportional, it will have the plus b. It will not pass through 0, 0. It will not have 0, 0. When I divide, it will not give me a constant. To fill out a table, all I need is the equation, y equals, and then I go to second graph. Okay? To match any type of problem they give you an equation with, you're going to put it in y equals and go to second graph and match the coordinates. Whether it be a table or a graph, you use the table in your calculator. Does everybody understand how easy this is? Yes? All right, go to Google Classroom, and I will pass out the answer document.
And it's not